All right, we're here to review two Bibles today. On the left, we have the Allan ESVSCR 1 in the Highlands Goatskin in the navy blue. On the left, we have the Allan ESVB 1, which is the newest Allan Bible. It is a study Bible. This one is also in the Highland Goatskin. It is in the black color. So we're going to do a quick compare and contrast of these two Bibles. I'll just give you a quick demo of the Bible. Get a chance to kind of see it for yourself. The study Bible is something that just came out new. I just got mine today, so I've only really had a chance to flip through it a few times, read a few passages, kind of get a feel for the Bible. And I'll give you my impression of what I think of this Bible here in just a moment. But as you can see, this one is a little bit smaller than the full-size Bible here on the left, the single column version in the ESV. So as I said before, these are both ESV Bibles. The one on the left here, the Blue Highland Goatskin version of the single column reference, the size of this Bible is 6.5 by 9.5 by 1.5. So basically 6.5, 9.5, and then 1.5 thick. The study Bible, on the other hand, is a little bit smaller. They call this the personal size. So as you can see, it's just a little bit smaller. If I lay it down, you can kind of see the difference here. Just a little bit smaller. The size on this Bible is 5.5 by 8, and then the thickness is about the same. It might be a little thicker. So if this is 1.5, this would be probably 1 3/4. So you're going to get a 1/4 inch thickness, which makes sense because this Bible has well over 2 million words in it. Considerable amount of notes. A lot of time, effort went into making this Bible. So on top of the regular scripture, you're going to have a lot of study notes in here. So it's going to be a little thicker. But I think that they did a fantastic job compressing this much information in such a small size. So I'm impressed with it. My biggest reservation before I purchased the study Bible in the personal size was I was worried that it would be too small. And as you can see, when you do the side-by-side, not really the case. A little smaller, not terribly. So when we open them up here, you'll be able to see the inside. But we'll do a quick exterior view of the Bible so you can kind of see that. As you can see, this is in the Blue Highland Goatskin. My favorite color, and by far, I really like this blue. I think it just, it's got this majestic look to it. The leather is fantastic. It's very high quality goatskin leather. No mold. The only treatment that goes into making this leather look the way it does is the coloring, but the grain on it is exactly how it comes off of the animal, which I think is fantastic because most Bibles out there are going to see a mold. They're going to be pressed, and you're going to have the grain in the leather is going to be artificial, as opposed to this, which is exactly how the animals the skin came off of the animal. So as you can see, the blue color here. If you look on the side, you see the art gilt edges. The art gilding is something you'll see on a lot of high-end Bibles. Some Bibles have the gilding, which is just a little piece of aluminum foil or foil that's melted onto the side of the pages to give it this shine. Art gilding is basically when they dip the pages into a dye first, and then on top of that dye they put the foil and they melt that in there. So what happens is, as you kind of move the Bible around, you can see you have red, and then you also have the gold on there as well. You really get a good sense of it when the Bible is open. As you can see here, you really get that nice, deep, rich color. You don't really get any of the gold. The gold you get a lot more when the Bible is closed. So that's the art gilding on there. It also has a semi-yap. Yap is basically how much the overlap is on the sides of the Bible here. These are designed really to cover the gilding and kind of protect it. It's beautiful, but these are really susceptible to fingerprint scratches or pen scratches, so you have to be very careful not to scratch the gilding on these. So the yap helps protect that a little bit. Both of these Bibles have a semi-yap, which is about 9 to 10 millimeters. The long primer in the King James Version has a full yap, which is considerably longer, and those ones actually overlap each other. Gives a little bit more protection, but not offered in these versions, unfortunately. But the semi-yap is really quite beautiful. This Bible also comes with 3 ribbons. In this case, it's the crimson or the red ribbons. What I really like about Allan's ribbons as opposed to other carriers is their ribbons are just so much higher quality, not only in thickness, but also in just like the way that they feel. They're just beautiful, beautiful ribbons. They don't skimp out on that. So that's the exterior of the ESV single column version. We'll take a look at the interior now, kind of open it up for you and kind of show you the layout. So as you can see, single column version, left to right, everything is within the middle of the page. Very small borders, which I kind of like. I don't write in my Bibles, so for me, I don't really mind if the words are out more towards the edges. I actually prefer that. The single column version, I didn't know if I would like it at first, but I've got to say I really like it. The way that it reads, the way that it feels, just so clear, so smooth. It reads kind of like a novel, which I know isn't the very best way to describe reading the Bible, but it's hard to explain until you actually read one for yourself, but it just flows so much better. What you can actually do is either go to the Evangelical Bible website or to Bibles Direct, and they'll have photos or actual excerpts of the single column version that you can read for yourself, and you can see how that feels. I really like it. In fact, I love it. So I would highly recommend, if you've never had a Bible like this with a single column reference, to get online, read a few of the examples out there, and see how you feel about it. As you can also tell in this Bible, in the gutter here, as they call it, you'll see the references. This Bible has a full 80,000 cross-references throughout the whole Bible. So as you're reading through the text, you can kind of go and find where related other Bible verses are, and you can find them that way. There's, like I said, 80,000 of them, so definitely a full cross-reference. It also has here on the bottom just very basic explanations, if you come across a word that you're not really sure what it means, you can kind of come out here at the bottom and they'll give you a little bit of explanations to it. It does have a full concordance in the back, which I think is really cool. Some high-end Bibles nowadays kind of skimp on the concordance, but you can see this one's got a full concordance, and so that really helps quite a bit. And then you do have your color maps at the back, which I think are just really well done, really colorful, detailed, beautiful maps. You don't get as many maps in this single column version as you do in the study Bible, but for me, this type of a Bible is more for daily reflection. If you're teaching, this is a perfect teaching Bible. It's a great pulpit Bible. It's just a very well made. You can see as I just hold it here, it just falls limp in my hand. Just very, very supple. I won't roll it. I don't really like to roll my Bibles, because there's photos online of people that are actually rolling their Bibles up. It can take all of that. I didn't mention the Smith sewn binding. The Smith sewn on this is such a wonderful binding. It means that basically the pages are sewn together with in little pamphlets, and then they're sewn to each other. So as you can see, when I open this Bible, I'll try to be quiet here to see if you can hear it. There's almost no crinkling. A lot of glued Bibles, when you do this, you're going to get a lot of crinkling. You don't get any of that in this Bible. Definitely quality piece is there. Beautiful Bible, high quality Bible. I would recommend this, highly recommend. This one here is by far my favorite Bible. This is my personal everyday reading Bible. Moving on to the study Bible. This is the one that just came out today. It is in the English Standard Version. The single column reference here is the 2007 text. So for those of you that aren't aware, the ESV has three versions. It's the 2007, 2011, and then, the 2001, 2007, 2011. This one is the 2007, and this is the 2011. So the difference between that is about 300 revisions that the study Bible has that are more up to date than the 2007. Really nothing that you would notice. You really have to be paying attention and looking to find it, but some people are stickler to having the most up-to-date version. So if that's you, that's going to be the most up-to-date one here. But as you can see, a beautiful Bible, a little thicker than this one here. Beautiful goatskin leather. Again, the grain definitely here. It's got the gilt line here on the outside or the inside cover, just like the single column reference. It's got the art gilding just like the single column. The study Bible is a little unique in that it has the 3 navy ribbons, which I really like. I think these are just such a great color and just wonderful ribbon. So, I mean, again, smaller size, great Bible. If we open it up here, you can see the inside. You've got the full color maps. You've got 200 full color maps. You've got the explanations on the bottom. And you've got the text on the top. Text is in single column reference layout and format, sort of just like the single column reference Bible here. So you can see it left to right, very similar. It's a crossway text block just like this, so you're going to get that same layout basically. The text on this is 7.7 for the Bible, and then 6.3 text size for the study notes. A little on the small side, but definitely doable. And I don't know if you can see here, but to kind of break up the small text, you've got some bold writing, you've got some color writing. So, I mean, it's definitely readable. It's not something that, you're going to really struggle too much with unless you are really, your vision's not that great. In that case, you may want to deviate from this and go to a larger text. But when you have this much information in such a small size Bible, something's got to give. In this case, the text is a little on the small side. Doesn't bother me. As I said before, both these Bibles use a crossway text block. You'll read online, some people are a little upset that these are printed in China. I want to stress that this is high quality European paper on both of these Bibles. This is, I believe, a 24-pound paper, and I think this is a little thicker than that. The ghosting, as you can see here, looking through the pages to the page behind it, is very minimal. I would argue that the paper on the study Bible is a shy bit better, but not by much. They're both very good quality paper. I mean, they're not going to be fully opaque because that would make the Bible like 3 inches thick, but it's definitely not bad. Definitely something that, unless you're a huge stickler for that type of thing, you probably won't even notice. So very good quality paper in both of these Bibles. The ESV over here is using a larger text block. It's a 10-point text block as opposed to this one, which is again 7.7 and then 6.3. I really enjoy how they did this Bible with the maps. I had the map up here earlier of Solomon's Temple. It was a full page map. I opened right to it, and of course now when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Here we go. Absolutely beautiful. This is the Temple Mount in the time of Jesus. So Solomon's Temple was a little bit further back, but I mean, look at the quality there. Look at the way that those colors match, the level of detail and intricacy that went into making this. I mean, definitely someone put some time and energy into this Bible. Very smart people were involved in making this. Like the Crossway website says, 90 scholars, which basically makes up theologians, pastors, scholars. Over 90 of them came together to make this Bible. And the way I understand it is they broke up the books of the Bible into teams, so every team was able to sit down and really research and do their homework before they came up with the notes. So you're going to get top-notch, creme de la creme knowledge from the leaders in Bible study and in the Word of God. A huge tool to have in your arsenal as a Christian. Beautiful Bible, well put together, really well made. The content and the words, which are the most important piece inside, I think are just fantastic. You're going to get more notes in the New Testament than the Old, which I think is kind of to be expected. A lot of the scholars nowadays focus primarily on the New Testament, but I will say this, you get a lot more Old Testament notes in this ESV Study Bible than what you would normally get in the MacArthur Study Bible. So definitely something that I feel is well worth the money. Last thing I want to touch on, and then we'll end here, is some people will return these Bibles because they will get a Bible like this and they'll look at the cover and they'll see something. I don't know if you can see it here, kind of like here in the corner, see like a little scuff, or on the back side here, you can kind of see where my finger is. You might see like a little rivet, and they'll say, well, that's an imperfection, for such an expensive Bible, it really shouldn't have that on there. So I want to let you know that these are coming right off of the animal, and there's no molding to this leather. So as you see those little nicks and bumps and scratches, if you will call them that, those are actually scar marks from where the goat actually came in contact with barbed wire fence, maybe had an insect bite, maybe had a snake bite, or whatever it came across. and it healed. Those are the marks from that. So there's no manipulation of this leather other than the coloring whatsoever. And some people don't like that. I don't think it's noticeable, first of all, and second of all, I actually really like it. I kind of wish that I had a little bit more of that on my Bible, because it makes it feel like it's more unique, more personalized, and the leather has its own story, and so I actually like it. So if you're lucky enough to get one that has like a barbed wire scratch mark or an insect mark, bite, or a snake bite on it anywhere, just know that's kind of what you get when you get a high quality Bible like this. Is you're going to get the authenticity. So don't expect perfection with the leather piece. But I will say this: these are as close to perfect as you can get a Bible. You can hear my daughter in the background there. Just had bath time, so she's having a good time upstairs. But highly recommend both of these. I highly recommend any Allan product. Of the high quality Bibles that I own, these are by far the best. I will probably be getting a double column at some point. Not really sure. I'm looking at an NASB translation, trying to kind of mix up my translations that I have, although I am particularly partial to the ESV. And I'll probably pick up a long primer at some point, just because I think that those are just such beautiful Bibles, and the King James Version is timeless. So I think that brings us to the end. If you have any questions, you can feel free to send me a message, an email, whatever form of communication you'd like to get a hold of me with. But if you were thinking about this and weren't sure about this size or this particular Bible, I think you just need to go ahead and get one and see for yourself. All right, thank you.